Hi, I'm here today with Kate Visconti, CEO and founder of a really terrific startup called Five to Flow. And I invited Kate to be the first guest in this video series because she uses question asking as a really critical tool to draw people out. So Kate, how do you do that? And why is it such an important tool right now?
One of the things in this day and age that really resonated with me is in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Leaders. Stephen Covey says, seek first to understand, then be understood. And that resonated with me. And as part of your question, where you asked, why is it most important right now? For me, I actually made an acronym with 2 young women I'm working with called ASK. They said, what's the acronym? Because you do ask a lot of questions. And I said, basically, in today's society, I feel like we are really accustomed to making assumptions based on what we see, and then we make that what we think we know. But if we ask, we can dig far below the surface and get to know the heart and the head of the people we're working with. I love starting always to seek first, understand, and then be understood. And that is by asking a lot of questions.
So it's really interesting because what you're saying is getting really, even in a business context, or maybe especially in a business context, people are still people. And if you take the time to get to know the people through some really simple questions, it can set the basis for a stronger business relationship as well.
100%. I think what's the most interesting about, I had this amazing book I read in, I think 2006, The Gift by Shad Helmstetter. And one of the things he recommends in that book, he talks about the 12 gifts we all have equally to achieve. And one of them was surrounding yourself with successful people. And the way I managed to do that in my career and in my life was by asking a lot of questions. And the first one being, how do you define success? And so I started asking people I thought who were successful, how they define success and where they came from and what their journey was, to then become so aware as a young professional that everybody's journey to where they are is completely different from everyone else's. And again, going back to my acronym, with assumptions based on what we see, we think we know. But if we just ask, you find out that, the person who's now the president of the company started as a teller at a bank branch, or the person who's now the CEO of the company started very humbly in another role. And I feel like the stories that come from questions are what will drive us moving forward to tackle some of the bigger issues on this planet right now based on assumptions that aren't always accurate.
That's great. I think your insights, as always, are really powerful. Thank you so much, Kate Visconti. Have a great day.
Thank you. It was so great to see you today. Thank you.